Appointees, please make
Donc, personne nommé veut.
you had your briefing. Appointees, please make your way back to the Gallery of Chinese Architecture where you had your briefing. Everyone, please find your tables as the presentation is about to begin. Everyone, please find your tables as the presentation is about to begin. Appointees, please make your way to the Gallery of the Chinese Architecture, where you had your briefing. Appointees, please make your way to the Gallery of the Chinese Architecture, where you had your briefing. Everyone, please take your seats as the ceremony is about to begin. Everyone, please take their seats as the ceremony is about to begin.
I don't see anybody back there.
So when you're speaking, say everyone like that for the choir and the start. So everyone welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Could I please ask you?
Yeah, if you're sitting there last time, you should start saying.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Could I please ask you to take your seats? Good afternoon. Bon après-midi, bonjour. My name is Sarah Truscott, and I'm the Private Secretary and Chief of Staff to the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, and it is my pleasure to be your MC this afternoon. Je m'appelle Sarah Truscott, secrétaire particulière et chef de cabinet de la lieutenant-gouverneur de l'Ontario, et je serai votre maîtresse de cérémonie cet après-midi. I am very pleased to welcome you all to the Order of Ontario Investiture Ceremony. If I could ask you to please take a moment to turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices now. Thank you. I would like to begin this afternoon by acknowledging the land on which we are hosting today's ceremony. We are on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations, including the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. This land is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. I would also like to acknowledge that the land we are gathered on is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and I would like to show my respect. Hundreds of years after the first treaties were signed, they are still relevant today. And now I invite you to direct your attention to the screens as we begin the opening of the ceremony.
Hi everyone, it's a real honor to welcome you to today's Order of Ontario ceremony. This is the highest recognition our province can give, and you've earned it. You are true champions of Ontario, hard workers, community leaders. You're the people who roll up their sleeves, step up when it counts, and make a real difference. Your work is
As is customary at this time, for those who are able, please rise and join me in welcoming the Honourable Edith Dumont, the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, accompanied by the Honourable Kinga Surma, Minister of Infrastructure. And please remain standing for the playing of the Viceregal Salute. I could please ask everybody to be seated. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous s'asseoir. I would now like to invite faith leader Alana Walker Carpenter, CEO of Intracity, to deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. God of celebration, in a world filled with uncertainty and conflict, we thank you that we can gather in a spirit of hope. On this day of investiture, we celebrate those who have offered their gifts and talents, and in doing so have shaped lives, organizations, and communities throughout this great province and beyond. Help us to create generous space for the next generation of leaders to launch their dreams. Instill in us a spirit of generosity to share freely of our time, our resources, and our connections to care for those in need. Inspire us to continue to challenge the status quo, ask why not, and to move the needle for us to create a stronger Ontario. We pray that together we will continue to have a lasting impact in our province, a legacy to be remembered. Amen.
Thank you very much, Ms. Walker Carpenter. It is now my pleasure to invite Her Honor, the Honorable Edith Dumont, to offer remarks.
Chief Justice Tulloch, Minister Surma, Madam Speaker Skelly, parliamentarians, Secretary d'Emmanuel, investees, distingués invités, très chers amis, bonsoir, good evening, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous honorons 28 Ontariennes et Ontariens dont le parcours illustre avec éclat la richesse humaine, sociale et intellectuelle de notre province. To those who are about to be invested into the Order of Ontario, the contributions you have made and their impact on our province are truly remarkable. Some of you have broken new ground through discoveries, innovation, and pioneering achievements. Some have blazed trails so that others can have access to opportunities that would have been denied to them. Some of you have lifted people up through education, advocacy, and philanthropy. And some have connected Ontarians to other people and perspectives, whether directly or through journalism and art. Together, all of you, in your own ways, have opened doors for Ontarians, revealing new possibilities. You have shown us the way towards a brighter, more equitable, and more promising future. Bien sûr, le travail.
Of course, the work is far from over, but when we recognize, as we recognize this at this moment, all the people, and we honor all the people who really shape our society through their devotion, a space, a very precious space opens up and allows us to reflect.
Mutation où l'Ontario.
In a world that is changing, where Ontario and Canada really are challenged in a way that has never been seen before, this ceremony becomes more than an homage. It is an invitation to recenter oneself and concentrate on what gathers us, makes us come together, our shared values, and our wish to act together in a collective manner. It reminds us of this collective responsibility so that the generations to come feel heard and valued, and which will in turn make them ready to take over with regard to what we are building currently.
For inspiration. At the same time, of course, we hope to inspire you to keep forging ahead along the pathways you have created. I think of something the late and legendary Phil Nemans once said. He was an Order of Ontario recipient and a jazz clarinetist, composer, and band leader who died last year at age 100. When he was 90 years old, he told an interviewer, "I don't want to retire. I don't even know how to spell it. I can't even imagine it." Now, I imagine that many of you feel the same. At least I hope you do. Even though you are about to be awarded the highest civilian honor Ontario has to offer and join an exclusive, impressive group, may your investiture give you an even greater platform to make your voices heard so you can tell your stories and build on your successes. And may this gathering itself spark new connections and collaborations. As the representative of the Crown in this province, I offer the 2024 investees into the Order of Ontario my warmest congratulations and my deepest thanks. À titre de représentante de la Couronne,
As a representative of the Crown in Ontario, I would like to offer my congratulations, my warmest congratulations and thanks with regard to all the people who have become part of the Order of Ontario in 2025. So I wish you a very good day, and I'm looking forward to being with you later on in the evening.
look forward to spending more of it with you. Merci, thank you, miigwech.
Merci, Votre Honneur. Thank you, Your Honor. Unfortunately, the Premier of Ontario, the Honourable Doug Ford, is unable to be here today to honour you in person. However, he has shared a greeting with us. If you could please turn your attention to the screens for a message from the Premier.
Hi everyone, it's a real honor to welcome you to today's Order of Ontario ceremony. This is the highest recognition our province can give, and you've earned it. You are true champions of Ontario, hard workers, community leaders. You're the people who roll up their sleeves, step up when it counts, and make a real difference. Your work has touched lives, lifted communities, and made Ontario stronger. On behalf of our government and the people of Ontario, I want to thank you. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and may God bless the people of Ontario.
It is now my pleasure to invite the Honourable Kinga Surma to bring remarks. J'ai maintenant le plaisir d'inviter l'Honorable Kinga Surma à dire quelques mots.
Hello, bonjour. Thank you, Sarah, for the very kind introduction. Your Honor, special guests, colleagues, families, friends, and most importantly, our distinguished appointees. I am pleased to deliver greetings on behalf of the Honorable Graham McGregor, Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism, who sends regrets that he was unable to join today. It is a true honor to be here as we celebrate some of Ontario's most remarkable people, those whose achievements have shaped our province and whose legacies will continue to inspire generations to come. The Order of Ontario is our province's highest civilian honor. It recognizes people who have reached the pinnacle of excellence in their fields and who have made enduring contributions to our communities, striving to make them better and stronger. This year's appointees reflect the incredible diversity of talent and experience that defines Ontario. They include pioneers in the public service, leaders in education, champions of healthcare, innovators in science and technology, and experts in business, the arts, and community service. They are people who have broken barriers, protected communities, and created opportunities for countless others. Some have shaped public policy, others have transformed institutions, and many have dedicated their lives to empowering those around them. Their stories span regions, cultures, and generations. And while their paths are unique, their compassion and commitment are helping to make Ontario united and strong. Tonight's appointees will be joining the ranks of those who have demonstrated the highest level of civilian excellence and achievement. Former appointees for the Order of Ontario include the writer, Margaret Atwood, astronaut Chris Hadfield, broadcast journalist Lisa Laflamme, and 7-time Olympic medalist Andre Degas. These are just some of the exceptional people who have made contributions that will forever be ingrained in the Canadian history, and tonight, you are right there with them. This evening is not only a celebration of your accomplishments, it is a moment to reflect on the power of leadership, the importance of community, and the potential within each of us to create positive change. To our appointees, thank you for your vision, your courage, and your unwavering dedication. And thank you for being role models, not only for young people in Ontario, but for people of all ages across this province. You are the driving force behind strengthening the cultural fabric of our great nation. On behalf of the Government of Ontario, congratulations. We are grateful for everything that you have done to help build a more innovative and a more stronger Ontario. And above all, we are proud to honor you today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Surma. This afternoon, we have the distinct pleasure to introduce our honorees. Cet après-midi, nous avons le grand plaisir.
This afternoon, we have the pleasure to present the appointment
To commence the investiture ceremony.
Your Honor, our first appointee is Zanena Akandi. Your Honor, Zanena Akandi made history as the first African-Canadian woman to serve as a cabinet minister in Canadian government. While in government, she led the passing of historic and critical legislation for the highest increases in social assistance rates and for employment equity, which improved and opened employment for women, people of color, and the differently able. Outside politics, she had a distinguished career in education, developing programs for special needs students, including the gifted. She also contributed to the development of more accurate and inclusive curriculum for education. Zanena Akandi continues her trademark dedication to meeting the challenges of poverty, equity, and social justice. Your Honor, Zanena Akandi.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Martin Antony. An internationally recognized expert on evidence-based treatment of anxiety-related disorders, Dr. Martin Antony has contributed over 300 academic publications, including more than 30 widely recommended books for individual and clinical use around the world. He founded the Anxiety Treatment and Research Clinic at St. Joseph's Healthcare Hamilton and played a central role in creating Toronto Metropolitan University's graduate psychology programs, where he is currently a professor and the director of the Anxiety Research and Treatment Lab. He has earned accolades from major psychological associations and was elected Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada and Canadian Academy of Health Sciences. Dr. Antony continues to advance Ontario's leadership in mental health treatment and innovation. Your Honor, Martin Antony. Your Honor, the next appointee is the Honorable Todd L. Archibald. With a distinguished career spanning more than 4 decades, retired Justice Todd Archibald now draws on his unique perspectives and experiences as a chartered mediator and arbitrator, helping parties resolve issues that separate them, restore, and rebuild important relationships. The Honorable Archibald was a Crown prosecutor, later a litigation partner with one of Canada's premier law firms, and for over 20 years, a trial judge of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice. He is a prolific legal scholar and adjunct professor who has authored 7 textbooks and numerous articles addressing cutting-edge issues. His career exemplifies a life of service and compassion with a focus on improving access to justice in Ontario. Your Honor, the Honorable Todd L. Archibald.
Votre Honneur, la lauréate suivante est Lise Bourgeois. Lise ne peut pas être ici avec nous aujourd'hui.
Your Honor,
Sous sa direction en tant que présidente directrice générale, Lise Bourgeois a dirigé le Collège La Cité, un établissement renommé pour former des diplômés et diplômés hautement qualifiés et qui constitue un pilier de la communauté francophone de l'Ontario. Elle a créé le profil distinctif des diplômés et diplômées de la cité afin d'améliorer leur employabilité et a développé Mobilicité, un modèle d'apprentissage expérientiel à Toronto qui amène l'éducation sur le lieu de travail. Madame Bourgeois a créé de nouvelles perspectives pour les étudiants et étudiantes en établissant des partenariats avec des entreprises, notamment dans le secteur de la santé, et en aidant d'autres collèges à former une main-d'œuvre bilingue. Elle a rendu possible la vision et la création d'Excentricité, un centre unique de 30 millions de dollars dédié aux technologies immersives et à l'entrepreneuriat, inauguré en 2018. Ses contributions à l'éducation, à la recherche,
Her contributions to education, applied research, and student success have touched tens of thousands of lives. Your Honor, Lise Bourgeois will be invested at another time.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Rudolph Brady. Rudolph P. Brady is founding partner of Brady's LLP, established in 1957. His practice includes all facets of real estate law and various corporate and commercial transactions. He is the founder of the Remington Group, a real estate development firm that has played a critical role in shaping the Greater Toronto Area landscape and beyond. Developing residential communities, commercial properties, and retail centers, he became known as the man who built Toronto, helping to shape our vibrant, dynamic cityscapes. He has driven transformative developments across Ontario for decades, including the notable award-winning Downtown Markham project. The R.P. Brady Family Foundation has been instrumental in supporting myriad causes throughout Ontario and beyond. Your Honor, Rudolph Brady.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Marilyn Dennis. Marilyn is unable to be with us today. A trailblazer, Marilyn Dennis has made historic strides for women in the Canadian broadcast industry. As longtime co-host of Chum FM's iconic Roger, Rick and Marilyn show, she set the gold standard for morning radio in Canada, becoming a household name. Marilyn defined morning radio with her signature warmth and humor while simultaneously hosting a national daily lifestyle television show. While Marilyn left her television career on a high note, her 49-year extensive radio career continues with The Marilyn Dennis Show on Toronto radio station Chum 104.5, iHeartRadio. She is involved in her community, continues to mentor fellow broadcasters, is an advocate for the fight against cancer, and a longtime supporter of the CP24 Chum Christmas Wish. Your Honor, Marilyn Dennis will be invested at another time.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Nick DiDonato. A visionary entrepreneur known for restoring Ontario's iconic heritage properties into world-renowned venues, Nick DiDonato's passion for preserving history led to reimagining iconic landmarks, including Casa Loma and Liberty Grand, enhancing Ontario's cultural and tourism landscapes. His work has elevated these sites into premier destinations for culture and entertainment, celebrating heritage spaces that welcome the world. Collaborating with the City of Toronto, he developed a premium dining and members club in Union Station's East Wing, supporting Ontario's vision for revitalizing this iconic heritage site. His creative vision, business acumen, and his dedication to enhancing the cultural experience has created a more dynamic, colorful place that so many call home. Your Honor, Nick DiDonato. Your Honor, the next appointee is Brian Dunn. President and CEO of PHSS Support Services, Brian Dunn is an innovator in the field of disabilities. Over 30 years ago, he became the Catalyst CEO for PHSS, a courageous move that enabled people living with significant developmental, medical, and/or complex needs to live and participate in the community. He successfully created a design whereby adults with significant disabilities can flourish living in homes in the community, a person-centered care approach now receiving international recognition as one of the most comprehensive and effective designs for community-based care and support. Brian Dunn's work has indeed altered how the world approaches community-based supports. He has inspired profound change and improved the quality of life for so many. Your Honor, Brian Dunn. Your Honor, the next appointee is Diane Dupuis. Dedicated to changing the way the world sees people with special needs, along with her significant contributions to arts and culture in Ontario, Diane Dupuis gained international acclaim for her founding of Famous People Players, a professional blacklight theater troupe which employs neurodiverse individuals. Founded in 1974, they have since been recognized as pioneers who first brought integration to the forefront of the world. They earned international acclaim, opening Radio City Music Hall in New York and performing at the Peace Memorial in Hiroshima. Ms. Dupuy's work revolutionized perceptions of people with special needs. June 1st, 2024 marked the 50th anniversary of famous people players and Diane Dupuy's extraordinary vision and commitment to empowering those with special needs. Your Honor, Diane Dupuy. Your Honor, the next appointee is Jeremy Freeman. A renowned surgical oncologist, Dr. Jeremy Freeman has contributed enormously to the field of otolaryngology and has helped make the University of Toronto one of the most internationally respected centers of excellence in head and neck oncology. In addition to introducing novel techniques, he has personally treated thousands of patients with difficult head, neck, and thyroid cancers in Ontario and many more around the world. He has educated several generations of head and neck surgeons who have gone on to lead great international academic units. A committed philanthropist, he has raised millions in support of research and patient care. Dr. Freeman's career reflects a lifetime devoted to improving lives through medical excellence and compassionate care. Your Honor, Jeremy Freeman. Your Honor, the next appointee is Vivek Goel. Your Honor, the next appointee is Vivek Goel. Dr. Vivek Goel champions the use of research evidence in health policy making. He was a founding scientist of the Institute for Clinical Evaluative Sciences and founding president of Public Health Ontario, providing scientific and technical advice to protect and promote health. He is a distinguished scholar with extensive achievements in teaching and leadership across both public and private sectors. A community leader, Dr. Goel has shaped the public health workforce, influencing education over many decades. He is a fellow of the Canadian Academy of Health Sciences and the Fields Institute for Research in Mathematical Sciences, and currently serves as the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Waterloo. Your Honor, Vivek Goel. Your Honor, the next appointee is Brian Gover. Brian Gover is one of Canada's leading trial lawyers, skilled in criminal, civil, regulatory, and Indigenous law. He has led complex prosecutions, argued numerous appeals, and secured notable acquittals, including for Orange. He has advised Superior Court judges on the Indian residential school settlement and represented First Nations in significant litigation involving the Robinson Superior Treaty. He has served as Commission Counsel for high-profile public inquiries, including the Walkerton Inquiry and the inquiry into the bombing of Air India Flight 182. A committed educator and mentor, Brian Gover has helped shape public interest organizations and the next generation of lawyers, enhancing access to justice and Ontario's justice system generally. Your Honor, Brian Gover.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Marjorie Holman. Dr. Marjorie Holman has spent over 50 years improving the Canadian sport landscape by challenging unethical and inequitable conditions, initiating change, and creatively mentoring others to co-create the wide-ranging opportunities for girls and women in sport today. Through relentless efforts, she addressed systemic inequities in sport while creating ethical, equitable, alternative practices. Her seminal research into hazing, abuse, and sexual harassment shaped national conversations to create safer environments for all. She has impacted thousands of students, athletes, coaches, and colleagues who look to her as their mentor on safe sport practices locally and internationally. Dr. Holman's pioneering work influenced policies through the International Olympic Committee, among other leading global organizations. Your Honor, Marjorie Holman. Your Honor, the next appointee is Royson James. Royson James is a prominent black journalist in contemporary Canada. His passion and writing have made him a powerful agent of change in areas such as policing, city governance, traffic and transportation, and racial equality. His ability to address sensitive subjects with fairness made him a trusted voice for over 3 decades with the Toronto Star, beginning as a reporter. He later became the Toronto Star's City Hall bureau chief and an editorial board member before becoming the municipal affairs columnist in 1998. He has been a strong advocate on issues like gun violence, uplifting marginalized communities, and combating anti-black racism. In addition, Royson James has mentored journalists from underrepresented communities, instilling in them a commitment to truth. Your Honor, Royson James. Your Honor, the next appointee is Kevin Junor. Retired Captain Kevin Junor's military career spans almost 4 decades. Notably, he made history as the first black regimental sergeant major of the Toronto Scottish Regiment. Posted in countries including Sierra Leone and Jordan, he represented Canada with empathy and leadership. He later became an officer in the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada. Beyond military service, he's made significant contributions to community safety in Ontario. He also serves as Citizen Security Sector Lead on the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council. He's been an advocate for diversity and inclusion globally. Kevin Junor's leadership contributed to the Government of Canada's historic apology to the descendants of the No. 2 Construction Battalion, the only all-black battalion in Canadian military history. Your Honor, Kevin Junor. Your Honor, the next appointee is Catherine Karakatsanis. Catherine is unable to be with us today. Chief Operating Officer at Morrison Hirschfield, now Stantec, Catherine Karakatsanis has been a pivotal figure in engineering and served as president of Ontario and Canada's Professional Engineers Associations. She has helped guide the firm's growth and is the first woman president in the 110-year history of the Global International Federation of Consulting Engineering, which is the voice of the profession for engineers in about 100 countries around the world. Her dedication is also reflected in her work with Engineers Without Borders. A true trailblazer, Catherine Karakatsanis has excelled as an award-winning engineer, working tirelessly to advance the profession in Canada and around the world, and has paved the way for other women to follow. Your Honor, Catherine Karakatsanis will be invested at another time. Your Honor, the next appointee is Winston Kassim. Upon his arrival from Guyana in 1975, Winston Kassim quickly became a force for change. For over 4 decades, he has helped those in need and humanitarian causes in more than 25 countries. By sharing his passion for governance and sustainability acquired as an executive at RBC, he has aided many organizations, including the Sunnital Jamaat of Ontario, Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, Malton Islamic Center, International Development and Relief Foundation, Canadian Museum of Indian Hindu Civilization, and the Institute for Canadian Citizenship. Mr. Kassim also played a key role in establishing the Canada-Guyana Chamber of Commerce and the Dubé Gafour Medical Center in Guyana. Winston Kassim's faith in building bridges between communities continues to inspire many. Your Honor, Winston Kassim. Your Honor, the next appointee is Danielle Lucier. Dr. Danielle Lucier, Red River Métis and citizen of the Manitoba Métis Federation, has been recognized for her transformational contributions to legal and post-secondary education in Ontario. She serves as Queen's National Scholar and inaugural chair in Indigenous Knowledges and Perspectives at Queen's University. Dr. Lucier chairs the Indigenous Advisory Group of the Law Society of Ontario, which supports the organization's 68,000 members on issues related to Indigenous representation and access to the legal profession. Her work has been bridging Indigenous knowledge systems with academic frameworks to foster inclusivity and equity. Dr. Lucier's recognition underscores the critical importance of her work in championing Indigenous voices and fostering pathways for equity in education and the legal profession. Your Honor, Danielle Lucier. Your Honor, the next appointee is Alejandro Marangoni. Widely recognized as the leading lipid materials scientist in the world, Professor Alejandro Marangoni's discoveries have transformed food science and engineering. His cutting-edge approach led to the development of a sustainable alternative to animal fats in food production, opening the door to healthier plant-based foods. His impact on science, policy, and industry is changing what Canadians eat. A prolific author, educator, and mentor, he has also turned his scientific breakthroughs into products that support human health and environmental sustainability for the health of the planet. Professor Marangoni's work has positioned Ontario at the forefront of food science and technology on the global stage. Your Honor, Alejandro Marangoni.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Mina Mawani. A transformative leader and fierce advocate for inclusion, equity, and social justice in Toronto and beyond, Mina Mawani has championed initiatives that aim to break down barriers and empower individuals. Her legacy is one of service and dedication to improving the lives of Ontario's most marginalized and vulnerable communities. As CEO, she became a driving force behind Dixon Hall, a multi-service nonprofit agency creating lasting solutions to end poverty, social injustices, and isolation in Toronto's downtown east. Her collaborative approach has allowed Dixon Hall to leverage resources and expertise to address complex needs of a diverse population. Mina Mawani was recognized by Bold Vision as one of the most influential women leaders and visionaries in Canada. Your Honor, Mina Mawani.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Howard Ovens. Under Dr. Ovens' leadership, Mount Sinai became internationally recognized for innovation in the emergency care of older adults and respectful treatment of marginalized populations, including those suffering from homelessness, mental illness, and/or addictions. Dr. Ovens was instrumental in conceiving and establishing the Schwartz-Reisman Emergency Medicine Institute at Mount Sinai. The only one of its kind in Canada, the Institute is an international leader in research that advances wide-ranging aspects of emergency care. A preeminent emergency medicine thinker, he has influenced practices in emergency department overcrowding, technology for efficient patient triaging, and violence in emergency departments. Dr. Ovens' contributions to policy, education, and compassionate care continue to better Ontario healthcare. Your Honor, Howard Ovens. Your Honor, the next appointee is Jean Lucille Pattison. She is unable to be with us today. Jean Lucille Pattison shone a global spotlight on Canadian and Indigenous artists. Her influence reached audiences across Ontario and around the world. Through her lectures and tours, she brought Inuit and First Nations culture and artistic achievements to Ontario. She organized international exhibitions, including at Canada House in London and Moscow's Pushkin Museum, sparking a global appreciation for Canadian art. Her curatorial expertise, coupled with a genuine love for Canadian art, transformed the McMichael Gallery into a vibrant cultural hub. The collection flourished, and countless visitors were introduced to the beauty of Canadian landscapes and works of iconic artists.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Poonam Puri. Professor Poonam Puri is a world-leading expert in corporate governance and securities regulation. Award-winning research chair at Osgoode Hall Law School, York University, she co-founded Canada's first investor protection clinic, transforming access to justice in Ontario. Head of the Capital Markets Initiative at the Rotman School of Management's Johnson Centre, Poonam's highly respected and influential scholarship has guided significant policy reforms and shaped governance best practices in boardrooms globally. A distinguished board director, she has demonstrated exemplary leadership, stewarding numerous public and private institutions, including as past chair at Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. A trusted governance advisor, Poonam Puri is sought by boards of public and private companies, crown corporations, and not-for-profits to navigate complex governance challenges. Your Honor, Poonam Puri.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Elizabeth Richer. Elizabeth Richer's work has been unprecedented and transformative in the area of Indigenous social services. A visionary leader within Mama Westwin and member communities, her efforts and dedication in the areas of income assistance, food security, healing, addictions counseling, training, and employment have proven that an Indigenous social services model is achievable. Her contributions provide a way forward for reconciliation and meaningful Indigenous development across Ontario and throughout Canada. Under her guidance, Niigaaniin Services expanded its mandate beyond traditional welfare to offer life skills, cultural education, and expanded employment services, and has dramatically changed the way First Nations community projects are viewed and managed. Your Honor, Elizabeth Richer.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Jean Seeley. An internationally recognized authority in setting the standard for excellence in breast imaging, Dr. Jean Seeley has changed clinical practice guidelines for mammography. She understood from her hands-on role as an academic radiologist that we were missing cancers in younger women, resulting in hundreds of preventable cancer deaths every year. She has dedicated her career to building her case through clinical research, resulting in landmark studies that have led to a better understanding of how starting screening patients at age 40 impacts breast cancer, morbidity, and mortality. Her leading-edge research in early breast cancer screening is saving hundreds of women's lives. Dr. Jean Seeley continues to advance health for women and to mentor the next generation. Your Honor, Jean Seeley. Your Honor, the next appointee is Waleed Solomon. One of Canada's preeminent legal minds and continuously recognized by the world's leading legal rankings, Waleed Solomon advises companies on shareholder activism and high-stakes mergers and acquisitions. He is the Canadian chair of Norton Rose Fulbright and a philanthropist. He is the chair of the board of the Sick Kids Hospital Foundation and sits on the boards of Toronto Metropolitan University as well as the Black North Initiative Against Anti-Black Racism. In 2020, he was commissioned by the Ontario government to chair the Capital Markets Modernization Task Force. In 2019, he was named by the United Nations as its Global Citizen Laureate for his professional merit. Waleed Solomon's influence on the legal profession and our community is opening doors and enriching lives. Your Honor, Waleed Solomon. Your Honor, the next appointee is Juliana Sprott. Chief Giving Officer of the Sprott Foundation, Juliana Sprott has touched countless lives. She has championed innovative solutions to address food insecurity and transformational homelessness prevention projects. Juliana is incredibly honored to have been given a Cree name and is a dedicated ally of Indigenous food sovereignty projects. Juliana is proud to be advancing the work her parents, Eric and Visma, began with the establishment of the Sprott Foundation in 1988. Through trust-based philanthropy and a deep commitment to addressing urgent issues, supporting underserved communities, and aiding community-driven projects, Juliana has created hope and focused attention on the need for better social policy. Her passion for giving has inspired other foundations and individuals to follow her lead. Your Honor, Juliana Sprott.
Your Honor, the next appointee is Jennifer D. Seuss. Jennifer Seuss is the first General Counsel and Corporate Secretary in the 30-year history of RioCan. Her accomplishments have served to distinguish her as an outstanding lawyer, and her transformative initiatives have helped to reshape the internal workplace culture of a business that has a considerable impact on the economies in Ontario and nationwide. She founded the Women's Initiative Network, focused on the advancement of women in commercial real estate. Deeply involved with charitable organizations, including the Hospital for Sick Kids, she helped raise over $20 million and initiated strategies to improve healthcare access. In 2024, Jennifer Seuss was named one of Canadian Lawyer's top 25 most influential lawyers in Canada, and in 2021, she received the Lexpert Female Trailblazer Excellence Award. Your Honor, Jennifer D. Seuss. Your Honor, the next appointee is Joseph Vitale. In 1953, Joseph Vitale embraced his new life in Canada with a dream of hard work providing a better life. 36 years later, he founded Ital Pasta, today the 4th largest pasta producer in North America. His commitment to multiculturalism is rooted in his own immigrant experience, leading him to invest in Telelatino Network, now TLN Media Group, a network advocating for ethno-cultural communities. His philanthropic efforts include substantial donations to local charities and hospitals, notably committing $1 million for a chair in minimally invasive cardiac surgery at the University of Toronto. His legacy serves as a testament to the power of hard work, community support, and pride in Ontario's diverse heritage. Your Honor, Joseph Vitale. Your Honor, our final appointee is Dwayne Morgan. Dwayne was appointed in 2023, but was unable to attend the ceremony. We are pleased to have him here today for investiture. When Dwayne Morgan discovered a love of writing in high school, spoken word didn't exist as a genre. As a black teenager from Scarborough, few doors opened. He began his career as a spoken word artist in 1993, and in 1994 established Up From the Roots Entertainment, promoting the positive artistic contributions of African Canadian and urban influenced artists. He created the Toronto International Poetry Slam and produced the 2 largest spoken word events in North America. Dwayne Morgan has performed in 18 countries and shared the stage with the likes of former President Barack Obama, Alicia Keys, and Drake. Thanks to Dwayne, at least 70 schools across Ontario have poetry teams. Your Honor, Dwayne Morgan.
Your Honour, it is now my pleasure to present the newly invested appointees to the Order of Ontario. Congratulations. Today's appointees join a long list of exceptional Ontarians whose achievements have made a difference, not only in Ontario, but across Canada and around the world. En ouvrant la voie et en soutenant les autres, vous avez su créer des...
Opening the door, you have created opportunities and inspired the new perspective for Ontarians.
I would now like to take a moment to recognize the members of the Advisory Council to the Order of Ontario. The Advisory Council is chaired by the Chief Justice of Ontario, the Honourable Michael Tulloch. The names of the other members of the Council are listed in your program. Please join me in thanking all the members and Chief Justice Tulloch and congratulating them for their work. Veronica Anisimova will now lead us in the singing of O Canada. I invite Veronica to the stage, please. For those who are able, please rise for our national anthem and remain standing for the departure of the Lieutenant Governor.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much, Veronica. Please be seated, everybody. This officially concludes today's investiture ceremony. Congratulations once again to our new members of the Order of Ontario. And now the appointees and the Advisory Council members will please make their way to the mezzanine to have their official photos taken. And following the portraits, the appointees will return to join you all. I look forward to joining you all very shortly for dinner. Please enjoy the pause now for a reception. Thank you.
Can everyone please take their seats as dinner is about to be served? Could everyone please take their seats as dinner is about to be served? Could everybody please take their seats as dinner is about to be served? That's please take your seats as dinner is about to be served.
Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir, and welcome back. If I could please ask everybody to return to their tables. Dinner is about to be served. Good evening. I would now like to invite faith leader Alana Walker Carpenter back to this stage to lead us in a moment of reflection.
Will you join with me as we give thanks? Let us pray. God of abundance, as we gather, we give thanks for the Royal Ontario Museum, Canada's preeminent museum, and how it has played a role in advancing artworks, artifacts, and specimens from around the world and across the ages. Let us come to the table with a spirit of unlocking more discoveries through the collective talent within this room and beyond. We offer our combined gratitude for the hands that prepared our food and the hands who will serve us. We thank you for the inspiring cuisine and delicious drink our province has to offer through the tireless efforts of Ontario's farmers and vintners and by the creativity of talented chefs and sommeliers. We pause to remember the many Ontarians who will use a food bank this year, each one having a story. We pray that their hunger would be satisfied. Stir within us a desire to do something, to do more. Lastly, we pray our conversations around the table would be seasoned with grace, with a top-up of wisdom, as we continue to build a strong, competitive, and resilient Ontario. Amen.
Thank you very much, Ms. Walker-Carpenter. Everybody, please enjoy your meal. Bon appétit. Good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your salad. It is now my pleasure to call upon the Honourable Donna Skelly, Speaker of the Legislative Assembly and member of the Advisory Council to the Order of Ontario, to propose the Loyal Toast.
Good evening, everyone. Your Honor, honored appointees, fellow members of the Advisory Council, honorable members of the Legislative Assembly, family, and friends. Since its inception in 1986, the Order of Ontario represents the highest level of excellence and achievements of Ontarians. I know you join me in honoring today's appointees. Those individuals appointed to the Order are deeply passionate about what they do. They are resilient in the face of challenges and seek opportunities to make a difference. Today's newly invested appointees remind us how much we can give, not only in times of crises, but every day of our lives. For that, I want to thank and congratulate each and every one of you. On behalf of the people of Ontario, thank you for all that you have contributed to enrich this great province and beyond. We honor you for your wonderful accomplishments. And now, everyone, as it is customary with investiture dinners, we will now propose a toast to our sovereign. For those who are able, will you please rise and join me in a toast to His Majesty, King Charles III. To the King.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Please enjoy your next course. Good evening, everyone. It is now my pleasure to call upon the Honourable Michael Tulloch, Chief Justice of Ontario and Chair of the Advisory Council of the Order of Ontario, to propose a toast to the newly invested members of the Order. J'ai maintenant le plaisir de demander à l'Honorable Michael Tulloch, juge en chef de l'Ontario et président du Conseil consultatif de l'Ordre de l'Ontario, de porter un toast aux nouveaux membres de l'Ordre de l'Ontario.
Your Honor, honored appointees, members of the Legislative Assembly, fellow members of the Advisory Council, families, and friends. It is my pleasure to offer a toast to our newly invested appointees. J'ai le plaisir de porter un toast aux nouveaux membres de l'Ordre de l'Ontario. The Order of Ontario is bestowed upon those individuals whose service shapes our province and whose innovations ignite our imaginations and whose compassion ignites our communities. It celebrates the lives, endeavors, and success of individuals from near and far, and from all walks of life. Today, we have honored some of Ontario's most accomplished citizens, examples of the highest levels of excellence. They have achieved provincial, national, and international success through dedication and commitment. As chair of the Advisory Council to the Order of Ontario, I am humbled by the breadth of the achievements of our appointees. C'est merveilleux que je me permette de constater avec humilité l'ampleur de réalisation des personnes que nous avons nommées. Each of you invested today has a unique story to tell. Your accomplishments are as varied as your stories. You have been innovative and generous, and you have inspired, you have shaped our province and beyond through your actions, helping others, and creating a vision of success. I know everyone would agree with me that we must continue to try to make the world a better place. While listening to the citations at the Investiture earlier this evening, I'm encouraged by our appointees and their extraordinary deeds which reflect this sentiment. I'd like to thank my fellow Advisory Council members for their work in evaluating the many outstanding individual nominations. Today's appointees have truly served to enrich the lives of so many. So thank you for your contributions you have made and continue to make. Je vous remercie pour les contributions que vous avez apportées et que vous continuez de l'apporter. Your grit and passion inspire us, teach us, and show us the way forward. And now everyone, for those who are able, may I ask you to rise and join me in a toast to the newly invested appointees to the Order of Ontario. To the Order of Ontario. And to the appointees now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Justice Tulloch. I would now like to invite Ms. Jennifer Seuss to respond to the toast on behalf of the appointees. Ms. Seuss.
Your Honor, Honorable Chief Justice Tulloch, members of the Legislative Assembly, fellow appointees, dear family and friends. C'est l'honneur de ma vie de me tenir devant cet extraordinaire groupe d'Ontariennes et d'Ontariens pour répondre au toast significatif porté au récipiendaire de l'Ordre de l'Ontario, si magnifiquement exprimé par le juge en chef de l'Ontario. It is the honor of my lifetime to stand before you tonight and speak on behalf of this most accomplished and distinguished group of fellow appointees to the Order of Ontario, to express the deepest and most profound gratitude for the compelling words of Chief Justice Tulloch and for the meaningful honor bestowed upon each of us by her honor. We are today a little more than 2 weeks away from the 158th birthday of Canada, originally formed as a dominion of 4 provinces, Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. With Ontario's population today approximating over 16 million people, almost 40% of Canadians call Ontario home. And since the original formation of the Dominion of Canada, Ontario has been a beacon for Canadian industry, community, and prosperity. The appointees who are being honored this evening have, I suspect like myself, often found themselves grateful for the circumstances and opportunity that brought them to this great province. Whether by birth, by design, or as a safe haven in which to land, Ontarians relish the chance to contribute back to the culture, the economy, and the greater Canadian identity we work very hard to establish, eagerly seeking ways to improve the experiences of our fellow citizens, our family and friends in this beautiful land that we call home. We represent a country often defined by the sacrifices, humility, and courage of generations gone by. And acknowledging our shared history is an important piece of our collective identity. Equally significant, but perhaps not as intuitively for many Ontarians, is the importance of also publicly championing our successes, celebrating our innovation, and deliberately and noticeably creating momentum for the next generation to follow. The people in this room are clear evidence that we have history to be proud of and a future to ignite us. Like many in attendance, I find myself in a moment where the professional and personal missions of the heart and mind converge. The desire to unlock potential, to push through yesterday's expectations, and to ensure a world worthy of our children and our grandchildren have become, in the fullness of time, the driving forces in so many of our lives. While we live in complicated times, and it is easy to become frustrated with the global challenges facing us today, by focusing on solving common problems, by seizing opportunities, and most importantly, by working together, the appointees tonight represent the advancement possible across industries and across generations. They are proof that by dedicating oneself to a craft, by understanding that strength comes from unity and perseverance, by demonstrating the power of setting a vision that inspires action, the indomitable spirit of the people of Ontario will continue to make our beloved province a place to stand, a place to grow. Perhaps because of our geographically vast and demographically diverse nation, it is also clear from this illustrious group that Canadians, and Ontarians in particular, don't just rise to the challenges before us, but ascend to unprecedented levels of success, embodying the timeless words of Robert Browning, "Oh, but a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for?" We are a nation of shared opportunities, shared responsibilities, shared prosperity, and limitless potential. The insignia we receive tonight is a tangible symbol that we will wear with honor, demonstrating to the world around us our firm commitment to and appreciation of all that the province of Ontario has given to us and what we strive every day to give in return. Thank you and merci.
Thank you very much, Ms. Suze. At this time, I would like to say thank you to the staff of the Ontario Honours and Awards Secretariat for organizing today's ceremony to ensure that all appointees were celebrated together with friends and family in a most memorable way. I would also like to thank the ROM for hosting us in this magnificent venue today, and also to the serving staff and chefs for our wonderful meal. Appointees, a small reminder, please remember to stop at the registration desk on your way out to pick up your personalized certificate and insignia box. There will be staff there to assist. And it has truly been a pleasure to be your MC this evening. Congratulations to all of our investees. Once again, this formally concludes our ceremony, but please enjoy the rest of the evening. Merci, thank you, miigwech.
Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and dessert is about to be served.